This video, this video is a reaction video. I'm saying it's a reaction stating my opinions on Roy Jones Jr. Um, Fight Hub interview. So it's just this is a reaction video, and it is my opinion, and I'll be commenting over the video using a snippet of Fight Hub. What's going on, boxing fans? It's your boy Pool Counter Boxing, and back with another video for the boxing heads and the boxing minds. So make sure you smash that like button for your boy, you know what I'm saying? And subscribe to my channel for more hardcore boxing content. So Roy Jones Jr., you know what I'm saying? You know, the caption speaks that he's afraid for the Terrence Crawford Errol Spence Jr. fight, right? We all know that Roy Jones Jr. is a longtime ally of Bud Crawford. Nothing wrong with that. But you're going to notice that he doesn't mention about Bud Crawford, you know what I'm saying, walking or any other details of Terrence Crawford hauling ass out the negotiations. He just glosses over that. He just glosses over that. You know what I'm saying, and get straight to trying to protect the image of Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying, the cowardice ass move to duck out the fight, and then he tried to, you know, shine light on some kind of devious forces from the outside that are keeping this fight from happening. And he's kind of like insinuating that Al Heyman and the people around Errol Spence Jr. are the ones that are making the fight not happen, right? So basically, I guess he told me some back in the days that fighters just one on one made the fight. You know what I'm saying? So now they got now since Errol Spence Jr. his organization is the enemy. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make it where the PBC is the enemy of why the fight's not happening. So now they're trying to shift blame on the PBC for the fight not happening. So this is all just smoke screen. This is why Errol Spence Jr. said they are smoke and mirrors. You know what I'm saying? This is the smoke and mirror shit. They're trying to, do a PR campaign against the PBC, right? Now it's Al Heyman fault. Errol Spence Jr. didn't sit to the table. Al Heyman don't want to fight. So instead of just looking at it plain and simple, this guy fucked up the deal. Bud Crawford fucked up the deal and did not want to fight Errol Spence Jr. No, it's got to be the PBC fault. You know what I'm saying? No accountability and shit for this dude who's fucked up deals before. Errol Spence Jr. never messed up no deals. They don't see all this stuff don't come out. Errol Spence Jr. fought everybody he wanted to fight. You know what I'm saying? Except for Manny Pacquiao, which he got hurt and he had to have eye surgery, right? But we could look at Bud Crawford. We could look at his past. We could look at the deals that he screwed up. And it was just hard to make deals with this dude. But everybody just pretend like that shit ain't real. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, this dude got some kind of backing from the minority part of boxing that just won't accept no reality, right? They're not going to accept no reality. And Roy Jones Jr., you know what I'm saying? He was an independent operator. You know what I'm saying? So he don't like dealing with no networks, right? But at the same time, it's the network who has the three belts. They have the champion who has three belts, Errol Spence Jr., and they're trying to buck the system, right? If you got the deal and you got the networks, you trying to change the game. You trying to, say no, come to me, and we're saying, hey, we're the PBC. We got all the welterweights. We got everybody at 147. We got everybody at 154. You can't fuck with nobody without going through us, right? So why are you trying to buck the system? Because you don't want to fight Errol Spence Jr. You're just using this shit as an excuse. Everybody else goes and make a deal with the network, bro. If you really wanted to fight, that's what you would do because you made a deal with everybody else. And it wasn't such a great deal. When you was at top rank, you made deals with everybody. But now you got a 50-50 fight. You know what I'm saying? You're going to use all this smoke screen shit. Oh, it's Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? It's this, you know what I'm saying? I offered them $50 million. You know what I'm saying? All this bullshit. That shit ain't real, bro. It's just smoke and mirrors. And Roy is trying to be confusing here and trying to back up Bud Crawford with a bunch of vague bullshit. Notice that. Notice there's no details from that side. There's no details. It's all vague shit. Oh, it's all Al Heyman, and they know that the PBC got a lot of people that don't rock with them, and they want to put it off on the PBC because you know what I'm saying. It's an easy target to say, you know what I'm saying, the PBC, you know what I'm saying, don't want um, EJ to fight Bud, but it's the PBC who's offering the opportunity. All this dude had to do is sign the contract, and he would have been on and popping. The fight would have been on and popping. But no, it's got to be something wrong here. It's got to be something wrong there. Oh, he didn't take my deal that I offered the A side. Dude, you the B side. You know what I'm saying? We seen what Devin Haney did to go get undisputed, right? He had to go to Top Rank and deal with Top Rank. Bud Crawford made a deal with Top Rank, right? And that was a shitty deal, right? He could have made way more money at the PBC. You know what I'm saying? Now they all these distractions, all these red herrings, you know what I'm saying? They put in the way, you know, say, oh, there's no guarantee money. There's no, well, you know, PBC business model. You know what I'm saying? But they willfully, people are willfully being ignorant, trying to give Bud Crawford an excuse to duck Errol Spence Jr. And we watching this cowardly, blatant duck. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's trying to make so many excuses. Oh, it's the PBC. It's the PBC. You know, Bud Crawford already told you, you know, Aaron Pryor never fought Sugar Ray Leonard. That lets you know right there, this man do not want to fight Errol Spence Jr. He's giving up analogies. He said the fight is behind me. He don't care if it's 50-50. He don't know. He don't know if he'll take that fight. This dude do not want to fight Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? And Roy, he has nothing to say about that. You know what I'm saying? So all these old heads are just trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to muddy the waters and put everything off on the PBC on some you know what I'm saying, conspiracy shit. You know what I'm saying? And Roy should be ashamed of himself. So let's get into it.
Man, your reaction, Spence Crawford not happening this year.
Yeah, I already knew that.
You knew that?
Come on, bro. I kept telling people, until you see him in the ring, you're not gonna see a fight. I mean,
Now, I like Roy, but that's dumb as shit. You know what I'm saying? Until you see him in the ring, you know what I'm saying, it ain't gonna be no fight. That's just dumb as hell. What is he what is he talking about, bro? Until you see them in the ring, there ain't gonna be no fight. I mean, that's just, I mean, that's kind of like oversimplifying dumbass shit. That's just a dumbass talking point right there. But let's continue.
all the talk, whatever it is, but until you see the fight, actually, those two in the ring together gonna fight, nobody is a fight because too much outside appearance. Okay,
Now here's where he trying to put the blame on Al Heyman and the PBC. Too much outside interference, bro. This is not the old days where guys, you know, what I'm saying are both, you know, not under a promoter, and you know, it ain't even about promotions, bro. It's just agreeing to terms, which Bud Crawford said that he agreed to everything. So that just kind of negates. This is why the dude is so dumb. This is why Terrence Crawford is so dumb. He said he agreed to everything. So why are you fighting somebody else, bro? Why are you fighting somebody else if you agreed to everything? This is something that his fans just skate over, yet they keep mentioning guaranteed money. You can't mention guaranteed money if you agreed to it, bro. Shit just don't make sense. You can't make this shit up, bro.
when you get outside interference, it's very difficult to put a fight together. Um, when there's a person between one of the fighters, it's very hard to put a fight together.
Who is the person that's in between Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford? Who and Bud Crawford? Who is the person in between that he's alluding to? Is he alluding to Al Heyman? No, Al Heyman is the manager. All he does is the business. The two fighters want to fight. Bud Crawford said he agreed. So what is he talking about? There's no information. There's no facts. He's just talking shit here.
We have gotten away from the old school. In the old school, it was Roy Jones, James Tony type deal, right? My dad had already rejected the fight, Tony fight one time. Never again, because I know the world want to see that.
Yeah.
I want to be pound for pound the best. I want to fight.
That's where you're wrong, Roy. The world did want to see that second fight. You didn't want to fight. You didn't want to fight James Toney because you know he's a high IQ boxer and he might figure out a way to whip your ass. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I think you would have got him in the second fight, but you didn't want that kind of risk fighting another champion. You fought him in the ring, and you know the dude you saw how sound he was in his skills, and you knew he would be a problem because he saw how you fight, and he could figure out a way to make it more competitive, and you didn't want that. You know what I'm saying? Your daddy saw the defensive skills of James Tone. He was out of shape, and this time he probably would have took you more seriously. You know what I'm saying? It would have been a more competitive fight, and you didn't want that, bro. Don't come here talking about you know what I'm saying some putting this bullshit. I mean, we know James Tony was a top dude, right? But you just didn't want to take that risk again. Just like you fought Bernard Hopkins years later, you didn't fight him right back when during that time you had got by him. You was cool with that. So they just need to keep it 100 here, man. I mean, I was right there, so he can't tell me.
I want to fight the best person in my weight that are close to me. Whoever close to me, they call pound for pound. That's why I got to fight.
Yeah.
Next time came 21 the same. 21 to prove he's the baddest of everybody. So ain't nobody stopping us from fighting, or we gonna have issues. You understand me? And that's what happened. So it wasn't so far as for me because we wanted to fight so bad. I got stripped of my IBF middleweight title as soon as I signed the fight. Now, mind you, when he signed the fight, Arian Barker, he was the middleweight champ. After he beat Arian Barker, they gave him 10 days to decide whether he was going to keep the middleweight title or the super middleweight title. Because of interference, outside interference from promoters, of course, same thing we're talking about right now. As soon as I signed the fight, James, they stripped me of my IBF title, middleweight title. Why don't the same people he got? Because I'm not protected by a so-called promoter. But for me,
Okay, so what that got to do with what does that have to do with Bud Crawford, y'all? Please, somebody tell me the history. You wasn't protected by a promoter, so what, bro? So what? You know what I'm saying? It's like EJ got all the fucking titles. Really, that's something in EJ case. That would be pro EJ. You know what I'm saying? He got all the motherfucking titles. Bud Crawford don't have. He don't answer to his mandatories. They haven't pressed him with a mandatory. He's been sitting on that belt for fucking years and haven't done shit. You know what I'm saying? So what is Roy talking about here? You know what I'm saying? He just kind of muddy in the waters here, man. You know what I'm saying? James Tony, you know what I'm saying, been calling you out. He was calling you out right after that goddamn fight. You know what I'm saying? This is the kind of shit I'm talking about in boxing. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to confuse everybody because you know what I'm saying, it's like, so what? You know what I'm saying? So what? You know what I'm saying? You know what? You got to fight for a title. The way you talking, you know what I'm saying? You guys just could have met and made your own event, right? You could have just made your own event, right? Because that's what Terrence Crawford's trying to do. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to do some kind of damn hedge fund deal and try to get EJ from up under the PBC, right? But the PBC is the one who got all the sanctioning bodies together so he can go fight for those titles, right? And EJ is his own promoter. The PBC is just a network, bro. Al Heyman is just a manager. They handle EJ's business for him. So, you keep trying to, because, you think people don't understand the dynamics of the PBC. You know what I'm saying? You think that the PBC control EJ. But what it is that EJ, you know what I'm saying, he takes the advice of Al Heyman because he's an advisor to make the best money deals for the best fights. EJ tells him who he wants. He wants Terrence Crawford, right? But he can only get Terrence Crawford if Terrence Crawford agree to the PBC terms. And Terrence Crawford is not gonna agree to the PBC terms because that makes him the B side, right? Like Jamel Charlo told Bud Crawford, be a challenger sometime, bro. You can't run shit all the time, especially, you know what I'm saying, when you supposed to be, you got to see, Bud Crawford got to get undisputed a second time through the PBC. You see what I'm saying? But he can't have this attitude like he the A side. You understand? Him and his fans don't want to come down off that high horse. This dude resume and all that bullshit behind Bud Crawford, you know what I'm saying? He is not the A side, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's been sitting on one belt for about 3 or 4 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? That really shows you he's not the A side because he haven't done shit but beat Sean Porter and Kell Brook in the last fucking 3 years. Those guys are washed up. You know what I'm saying? So that don't give you no credibility at 147. Now, EJ went around and grabbed the rest of the belts from the champions, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know that's hard for Bud fans to hear, but EJ is fighting the best competition. Much as you want to tear him down, Bud haven't done shit. So how you going to criticize a man who's done everything at 147 versus a man who haven't done shit and he needs to bow down and he needs to go to the PBC and make the damn fight, but he don't want to make the fight. He just want to make this all about EJ. He want to make it about the PBC while he don't have to fight Errol Spence Jr. in some kind of smoke screen, kicking up dust, you know what I'm saying, crying all over the place. And now you got old heads like Roy Jones Jr. trying to cover for him.
Me, I just need a promoter's protection. I need God's protection. That's all I ever worried about. As long as I had that, so they couldn't do nothing with it, and they still can't do nothing with it because I keep that same God protection, and that's just what it is. So when you have God, you don't need nobody else. You can't walk on your own with God. You got to depend.
What the hell God got to do with this? God, it was Antonio Tarver that knocked your ass out. It was Glenn Johnson that knocked your ass out. And it was a whole string of other motherfuckers that knocked your ass out. And God wasn't there for you, Roy. God wasn't there for you. You know what I'm saying? You should have stopped fighting right after you fought John Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't God that put that damn left in your jaw. You know what I'm saying? That left hook in your jaw. You know what I'm saying? You went down because you had slowed down. You know what I'm saying? It got nothing to do with the promotions. Then everybody lined up to fight you after they saw that you were slow and you didn't have the fundamentals to protect yourself. So you my man and everything, but you be capping, bro, because you don't know what the hell you talking about.
Depend on other people to tell you how to walk. You never gonna get where you're going.
Because of what Terrence did online, like going in and saying the things he said about PBC.
Now that was a damn question I really wanted Roy to answer. You know what I'm saying? This dude come in and interrupts everything. That was a question I really wanted him to answer, but we would have got more vague bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
How are you? You good?
I'm good, brother.
See you, my brother. Always good to see you.
Always.
Do you have faith that it will happen still?
I don't know. It sounds strange. But what I'm afraid of, what I'm really afraid of, to be honest with you, is that if they're not careful, there are other guys under him that are looking at them saying if they're scared to fight each other, or if they can't seem to make each other fight, then we want to go whoop one of them till we fight the other. And that's giving these other guys more encouragement because they're like, well, the best won't fight the best. Let me go beat one of the best so I can become that person and I'm going to fight him. But now.
See, once again, Roy just talking about shit that don't even matter. These guys are already thinking that. You got Jerron Boot Sentence, you know what I'm saying? He already got that mentality. I'm pretty sure Staniotis, he want a shot. You know what I'm saying? You got Virgil Ortiz, who don't want to take a risk of fighting anybody else but for a title. You know what I'm saying? He want to wait for a vacant belt. You know what I'm saying? So what Roy here is talking about, see, Roy knows how to talk about nothing. A lot of people down south know how to, you know what I'm saying, just talk around shit and talk, just mix shit up and don't even talk about nothing. That's what Roy's doing right here.
Now we miss another fight. That's how we miss Joshua versus Wilder. Waiting around too much. You understand me? If we ain't careful, we might end up missing versus Joshua.
That fight with what he's talking about, Wilder and AJ. AJ just ducked Wilder, bro. AJ didn't want to fight Wilder. He admitted it. You know what I'm saying? He said he can't lose now. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't gonna fight Wilder. And Eddie Hearn was talking about the money, the 50 million that Wilder offered him wasn't real. You know what I'm saying? So people could just say shit, these fighters, if they want to fight, they'll get it. They'll get in the ring. The B side will can make up anything not to fight. And we saw that with Anthony Joshua. He just made up a bunch of bullshit, just like Bud Crawford is doing, not to get into the fight, to go do what he want to do, to fight safe fights, just like Anthony Joshua did. But he end up cherry picking wrong. Hopefully that's what Bud Crawford is doing with David Avenesian, and he'll go in there and get his ass for Lumaloom like Anthony Joshua did, trying to pick a safe fight and end up picking the wrong fight and end up getting for Lumaloom. You know what I'm saying? And you got old buzzards like Roy Jones Jr. here that's gonna cover this damn duck up, just like all his fans.
Fury.
I mean, Usman's versus Fury, I mean, yeah, because of, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but that fight is a little bit different because they so similar. It's a little man, a big man with similar IQ, so that's a different fight. But when you got the best and the best, and you don't know who's the best, come on, bro, you owe it to the Republican fights.
Ryan versus Tank.
So once again, you know what I'm saying, he don't really know what he's talking about. He's just trying to mix shit up, you know what I'm saying, trying to confuse people, trying to create a smoke screen, a dust screen by mixing up analogies, shit that don't even matter. You know what I'm saying, to cover up this duck by Bud Crawford.
Tank, man.
That's a good fight too.
Hopefully, they're saying that they're close, but I don't know what the networks. But
let me just tell you like this. Let me tell you like this. The good thing about the lightweight division, I'm gonna put it like this.
Yeah.
The good thing between the light and light welterweight division is that most of those guys can move up and down. Most of the major guys are already 147 pounders, but they fight at 135 or 140. But they're already 47 pounders. You understand me? Yeah. Shakur Stevenson can make 40, 47, I think. I believe Devin can make 40 or 47. I know Tank can make 40 or 47. I think Till can make 40. All those guys can make 40, anywhere from 35 to 47. So it's just a matter of time how they meet and who. But somebody at some point will have to become the cream of the crop. So they're in a position right now where they're gonna be forced to fight each other. The problem with Spence and Crawford is that they already both rose to the top of the division, and Tommy Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard set that precedent for them. When they rose to the top division, they had a clash. Yeah. So in boxing, we used to seeing two people rise to the top and clash. It's not like basketball season, football season, where they mandate the best have to.
Here, Roy's just running in his mind. Wait, the probably they were going on. You know what I'm saying? They were going you got to do. They were got to do because going on, and then you guys do what you talking about? It's like, but bro, come on, man. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about here, Roy? You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? You talking about 135 being forced to fight each other? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The politics of boxing gets in the way, but this ain't no politics between Errol Spence Jr. and Bud Crawford. This is just one fighter who don't want to take the risk of getting his ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? You try to muddy the waters with all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And then you're just talking about shit that ain't even got, that doesn't even pertain to this situation. You know what I'm saying? We see this shit all the time, bro.
Play the best. In boxing, it becomes a choice. But to give the fans what they want, we got to give them that. We can't not give them what they
want. You see what I'm saying? He just talking shit here. You know what I'm saying? But in the end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to cover up this duck. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make it look pretty. They're trying to give it excuses. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to put a wig and lipstick on this shit so people accept it. They're trying to make Al Heyman an scapegoat. You know what I'm saying? They keep calling Al Errol Spence Jr. promoter, and they keep trying to make him, you know what I'm saying, the villain and all of this bullshit. When in the end, you can see by Bud energy, you can see by the things he's saying, he's trying to bypass this fight, and he's trying to block Undisputed from Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? And they're all down with it. They're all cool with it. You know what I'm saying? And the shit just stinks to high heaven. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much all I got. This has been Pulled Kind of Boxing. And let me do this here, man, just so these people don't be tripping. You know what I'm saying? This shit is, you know what I'm saying? This is ridiculous, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is totally, totally ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Bud Crawford, he ducked. This video, you know what I'm saying, is protected under fair use. We're just using a clip of Roy Jones Jr. and I'm critiquing, saying his opinion on the Errol Spence Jr. Bud Crawford fight on Fight Hub. So yeah, man, that's Roy tripping, man. These old dudes, man, they be capping, man. When they're gonna keep it real, man. You know, but make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying, for more hardcore boxing content, man. Remember what I say, y'all. Law don't go around here, law dog. Get savvy. Roy need to stop tripping, man. Stop. You know what I'm saying? It's just trip, man.